Fire 716 Radio, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this may find you in the world and in the universe. What it is, what's up, how you living? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. All the names you just heard on the radio are not here, except myself and my homegirl, D Money Mac, on the wrong camera. I felt it. I just knew I felt it. What's going on? How you feeling this morning? How are you?
I think I have an addiction to Monopoly Go. I don't know what they put in that game, but that game shows me and teaches me you better never gamble because you're losing everything.
Like, I never played Monopoly Go, but it sounds like this joint called, I don't know the name of it. I feel, but it's like it's pigs, it's like an invaders game. Like you get property, you get stuff, people like rob you and take from you, and I had to take it off my phone. I said it has to go.
That's how literally. Okay, don't judge me bad. So I was playing on my phone, but I needed these stickers. Like you can trade stickers.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
And you get the dice because you always running out of dice in Monopoly Go. And like the dice is the most valuable thing. So I ended up downloading it on my grandma's phone.
Yeah.
So I've been playing it, and I'm on a high level. Like I'm on a extreme level.
Okay, a whole other level.
Literally, yeah. But I'm like high level on my grandma's phone. So I've been playing them back and forth, and then there's a new event that happened, and you can like choose partners. So I choose my grandma because I'm like, it's me. I don't disappoint me. And then I got my mom into the game and all that stuff. But yeah. So I need to take a break from Monopoly Go because I was going hard to paint for this event they had.
That's crazy.
I want it.
Yeah, because what happens is once you start playing a game and you get into it and you start advancing, I see why they put advertisements. I used to be like, I would never pay $19.95 for a. I want to be playing this game. I'm out of coins. Yes. I need. My wife will text me and be like, "Babe, I need $5 for what? I need to buy some more coins for this." Now, Keisha, now, woman, cut it. But I definitely, I get it. But
that literally was me. I was like, you don't have any money.
Yeah, already.
You don't spend the last coin you got on this game. But then I end up getting dice because I keep using the other account,
Yep, and then then they got stuff where it'd be like, oh, watch this or download. Listen, I don't know what game I had. Yes, I do. It was a shooting game. Don't judge me. And what happened was you had to I was out of points. I need points, so you got to download the game and watch. Downloading stuff, just downloading game, just so I can get these points, then deleting it. But listen, hey, I get it. How was your weekend though?
So my weekend was good. My weekend was good.
SBU, how are you?
Let me see. What did I do Sunday? What did I do yesterday? Oh, you know what? I had a headache actually from Saturday. I'm not even trying to be funny. I really had a bad headache, and it just lasted through the night all the way to Sunday. So half of Sunday I was out of commission.
Yeah.
Because my head was pounded so bad. And then me and my girl Neff, we hung out a little bit.
Good stuff. Yeah, I'm from the USA.
And then there was the fashion show. I did the photos for the fashion show. Yeah, so it was
good.
It was interesting.
Good. Weekend. My weekend was full, vibrant, and it was alive. It was alive. Nothing that was dead. Then again, that was the week before last because clearly they blended in just that quick. This what was yesterday?
Yesterday was Sunday.
Yes. Yeah. Before that was Saturday, and then before that was Friday. What did I do Friday night? Nothing.
I wasn't here Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I had overslept because I overslept. I did my grandma's hair.
The fact that these days are a blur to me is just, my wife said I'm getting old, and it might be so. Because I know Friday I did something. Because whatever I did, I came by the studio late night, and everybody was gone. I just should have been. But I was hoping for them to be here longer. But what did I do Friday? I don't know. So let's just call it a vapor. Yeah. So I had to DJ on at the Community Health Center of Niagara on Highland. It rained, but then it stopped. So I did that. That went well. Had the people rocking. Yeah, got some good news far as some contracts we got going on, so that was great. Then later on that evening we had the fashion show, so set up for that. And then then Sunday came. Oh, Sunday was a long day. First service 10 o'clock, second service 2 o'clock. Then we went to a banquet. I was just like I was already tired. I was tired first service. I was already falling asleep at 10 o'clock service, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta go keep going. Listen, in 2 o'clock service, I was in the back watching Bluey. My children was doing a lot, but no, Sunday was crazy because Sunday, for those who don't know, we our church, okay. And what happened was, my son was like, I gotta go find see if I catch my camera. He was like praising God too, but I was shouting, and he was just running around me, like literally like in a circle. Like, have your way, Lord, because he was literally just right around my little praise break, and then I said, "Okay, you got it." That's exactly what that's crazy. So we did that, and then I tried. He was praising God, and I tried to go get him, but it was just so slow motion. But I couldn't grab him. Like I was like, he's I said, you know what? He going now. I just pray that because like this lady was about to shout around, so I didn't want him to get hit. But I said, God, if it's you, he's gonna be okay. Because clearly I couldn't get him. I just let him go. My wife hates that. I just let him go. I said, man, who got time? Okay.
I feel like because my brother was extremely destructive.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even him trying to be destructive on purpose. Just everything.
India, good morning. Yeah.
It just like he just broke. Like he just everything. Like I didn't understand how you 4 or 5 years ago and you could break the couch.
Yeah, that's just great. Like, and I get it because literally my son is he's very strong. Like I almost hit him like a grown man one time because he struck me in my face. It was like, but he's gently rough. It's like, how you say, oh my God, it's just so destructive. You just step on your sister's back? What is happening? Did you just step over her? What are you about to crack her? Oh my God. So, but I love him so much. But it was good. That was my weekend. Then the Sunday evening, went to my mom's house, sat there with the kids. She watched the kids while we were at the banquet. And let me not tell you, here we go again. It's probably the same story, but every night, my children, last night, so they're where they rest at is against the wall, and Cece start banging on the wall, and I said not today, and I pulled it away from the wall. I thought I was good. She got to the edge and leaned over further to hit the wall. I said, "Oh, you got to get up out of here." So I brought her to the center of the room, and now she's just over there yelling. Now, okay, you about to be put out early. But listen, y'all, it's going down this morning. When we get back, we're gonna get into a chronicle. This is going down. Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You locked in to Big Frank in the morning. We'll be right back. I could have waited.
strongheart2soul@gmail.com. Help us reach more communities and save more lives.
Yeah.
Join us into the fight against
my kids is crazy. Those who are online, India, good morning. Those who are watching, good morning. Make sure you guys just get ready to download the app soon. We're gonna go app only in about 2 weeks or so. So make sure you put it on your phone. We will have some giveaways. Listen, I don't know who I think I am, but something good about to jump off, and I'm giving out money. Don't ask me how, Deidre. I'm giving out money, but the only way that you can win, you got to have the app on your phone. So you got to have the app. You got to download it.
Can I get it?
Yeah.
Get the money, give it right back.
No, valid. India, thank you for downloading the app. I appreciate. Somebody say, okay, Oprah. Listen. Listen. I need the app numbers to do extraordinary work, because that's where my wheelhouse is. I'm grateful for the online presence, but the app is going to be where just don't watch me, watch God. So guys, you're like, what's going on? We just talking because ideally I'm getting back into the radio format, so this is behind the scenes kind of work. So that's where we at. That's where we're going. Listen, I got you. You get $1. You get $1. You get $1. Listen, okay. Don't ask me how much. Okay. No, valid. Salad.
My favorite thing that you get for $1. 7-Eleven hot dog. Okay?
Valid.
I better get on this.
What's the app? The app is it's Fire 716. It's an app. Go right to your app store. Type in Fire 716. It'll pop up. You'll see an icon. Matter of fact, the icon behind me that you see behind. Y'all don't see it on TikTok. My bad. But behind me is the icon that you'll see. And it's a free app. Download it. That's where the music is. That's where the energy and the vibe is. We'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes getting into the conversation. But how y'all feeling today? Yes, exactly. Fire 716. Absolutely. I appreciate it 100%. So grateful. Come on, y'all. I tell people we are en route to a place. All right. Just know. And we are. Because all they keep telling me is, Frank, don't give up. Frank, somebody was at the table yesterday, was like, Frank, I'm so proud of you. I said, are you? It's like, Frank, whatever you do, don't give up. I said, okay, because we on the edge. My feet is over the cliff, okay? I'm just one rock away. Just, Lord, now, what you want to do?
Oh, my God. My grandma was like, from the discussion that we was having earlier, I talked to her a little bit about some things, and she was like, this could be thick, this could be thick.
Then you come back.
And I said, don't say that.
Don't say that, no. No, pray for it. But, and this set things in order. I got a chronicle. I got to buy this book. I ain't going to tell you what it is because they're not paying for it, but it gave me some tips. So, all right, we're coming back here, y'all. Give us about a minute, 30 seconds. We'll be right back. And get into Big Frank Chronicles. Just taking over the Chronicles. Okay, the big boy Chronicles.
Watch out for the big
boy. You was tall. You was. You were 46 long. That's crazy. Matt. Free plug. I forget how JCPenney supports us as tall black, not as a black man, but just being, but. I always like running Burlington and stuff like that, but I'm like, I always forget. But when I finally go there, I'm like, oh my God, this shirt. The clearance section, don't judge me. Oh my God, this $5, $10. Oh my God, yeah, racking up. And I'd be like, I forget about them. I could be lit a lot more often than I think.
I feel like JCPenney's has always been marketed as a very suburban. For sure. But they got a rack called Clear for Free. That's like I stole something. I'll be back, guys, in about 20 seconds. Here we go. Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I don't think I've ever even went to JCPenney to see if they had like plus size.
Yeah, they really do. They really do good. Like I'll be surprised.
I think too, a lot of stores now are having more because everybody is bigger.
Yeah. For sure. Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. That was Use Your Heart by SWV. That song was played in 1996. Where were you? Right? You know that? You can talk about. Dang.
My mom was loving that song, and I'm sure I was around.
Yeah. Mom. Yeah, I was in 2. I can't do math. Let's not even pretend. 1988, 90. I was 10.
Wait, you said 96.
96. So I was born in 88.
Oh.
So that's 2 years.
So you were 8.
I was 8. I said 10. Look at me, not math fan.
Yeah,
no, don't judge me.
Right.
We both wrong. No, valid. So yeah, my mom was she was a little hot to try. Yeah.
We can get started on
no, yeah, we. My love that Molly too as well. If you don't know, now you know. Good morning. So, there is a book I have to get called I'm not gonna say it because they're not advertising. But it talks about the responsibility of somebody who is a CEO, and there are three major components that they have to deal with. And one thing, and I was surprised that I didn't think about this. One is I forget all three. Just right now. Oh, and one is you gotta know. You should write it down. And listen to it 4 times yesterday. Why wouldn't I? Why would I just dagger? All right, so one of it is I know is culture. Don't judge me. It's just okay, y'all.
Okay, I don't mess up my makeup. You gonna make me cry.
Yeah, I really thought I had it, then I just lost it. So one, I guess maybe because I was trying to be so don't tell the book. It's the three things that a CEO does. One of them deals with knowing the culture of a thing and getting the people and pretty much the finances. And those are the three things that they work on. One thing I didn't think about is the culture, like knowing the culture of your audience and knowing what it takes for them to really engage in what you do. And then another thing was making sure that the money was there and that the people are there. He says that oftentimes, though, we say stuff like, "Oh, how can I do those things?" You find yourself as a CEO having to execute, and you have to take that. You have to bite that bullet and not execute and put people in place, because the CEO is somebody who, hey, if everything's going right, they don't call you, but as soon as things are going wrong, you to blame. And it's like, okay, I'll take that. And where I'm at right now, just in my life, is really trying to occupy that CEO kind of status. And so identifying the culture, I think I understand the culture here, where we are in the city of Niagara Falls. If you haven't downloaded the app, it's free wherever you are around the world. Identify the culture, but then I think my failure has been not getting the people and being the execute, feeling that I have to execute all things.
So, I would say too that
Fatima, good morning.
Good morning, Fatima. The reason why I feel maybe this is just my opinion is because you know that if you do it, it'll get done.
Valid.
And you know how it will get done. So that it will get done.
Absolutely.
Versus putting your trust in somebody else to execute it, and and not saying that you don't trust people to do certain things, but you just want it to be a certain kind.
Absolutely. And that's where I think the ability of training, you don't get it when you're a young kid. I see why training is important now. like as a kid, you're like, I'm gonna get it done how I get it done. But what it is there's a reason why they teach us to duplicate the same Whopper that you get at Burger King in Buffalo is the same Whopper you're gonna get in Niagara Falls. Right. Mayo, lettuce, tomatoes, 2 tomatoes. Look at me. I used to work there. 4 pickles, 3 rings of ketchup. And that's it for the Whopper. Whopper don't put mustard. But that same Whopper is assembled the same way, no matter where you go in the Western New York area. Do it change overseas? That's another situation. Yes. Right. But I think that we have to be willing and understand that, hey, I have to make myself, this can sound crazy, duplicable? Duplicable? It's duplicable. I those real words, but being able to duplicate the format that you present. Granted that there are certain things that you bring that are going to be uniquely yourself that just may not always translate. For example, we're doing JQ juicing smoothies. The smoothies they hit. I'm grateful for it. But there's a conversation that I bring when I deliver my smoothies that, hey, the person that's going to deliver them to next week may not have that conversation. Right. They can smile and laugh, but I'm giving spiritual encouragement. We done prayed. We done had breakthrough deliverance service. All right. So it's like, the smoothies are what I came for, but there's an exchange here that's different. And I think that, Frank, how you get there, I think that I can teach you how to be personable. I can teach you how to make the smoothies. I can teach you to have a smile on your face, but there's certain things I just can't teach you. Yeah. I can't show you, but I think that biting the bullet part, like you're saying, that I do it because if I know it's gonna get done, right, versus me telling you to do it and taking the risk that it ain't gonna get done. It's gonna take 7 years to get it back, in 2 decades, an arm and a leg. And I'm like, Dad, you killed the relationship with my client because the client doesn't care necessarily. They're coming through you. So to them, it's you versus no, this your company, Frank. Like, what y'all doing? Like, it's little. So, oh my God, I try to use them and I ain't get it back in 45 years. My bad. I trusted somebody, but if not, I then burn myself out because as I produce the quality from my hands, now the demand is now crazy, and now I can't keep up. And so, I mean, so my thing is find a balance. So that was know the culture, get the people, and make sure that the finances are available. And I was listening to Killer Mike, and he was like, he hit me with a little dagger. He was like, I'm not gonna cuss. He was like, as a leader and getting the people, I got to make payroll. He said, if you're not to make payroll, you got to make profit. But if you're not making profit, you BSing. I said, oh. I said, oh. I said, BS. No, but it was just the sequence of hearing the CEO storyline and then hearing that. I'm just like, God, he's working on me. And making sure that all things are efficient and all things are well. So that's my little crown for the day. Anything you want to deposit to the people?
Yeah. So I just feel like I do feel like, you can't get to the level that you need to get to without experiencing some uncomfortable situations, some hardships, and different things like that, because those are the things that are going to form the basis of where you're trying to
go. For sure. Sure.
If you have a business, right, and you never experience having a bad customer experience, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to know what to do when that happens and you're on the height. And that could be a make or break situation.
No, for sure. No valid.
So I definitely think, it's good to know these things. It's good to experience, the good and the bad. So, once you get to your level of success that you're looking for, it'll be easier for you to navigate the waters.
Oh, no, for sure. For sure. And that is just something that's like, yo, God, you got us, But you like you said, as I stuttered a little bit, it's a learning process. So I had an Uber ride a while back, and they talked about the hardest years is going to be that beginning stages up to the first 5 to 7 years, because you're going to be learning, you're going to be figuring out and developing and changing, and it's going to be rough and it's going to be on your shoulders, but stick it out. Like I told you before, everybody talking about don't quit. Tear down the wall. I gotta go. But doing my due diligence, and you're really trusting God to make things happen. If you're listening, feel free to donate to the Cash App, Fire 716 Radio. Why not? Bills got to get paid. No valid for sure. It's going down this morning. When we get back, we're gonna get into the question of the day. I think we're almost borderline was there moments ago, but when we get back, the question of the day is going down. Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. Coming up, A Good Woman by Mary J. Blige and Neo So Sick right here on Fire 716. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, that was Darren Doc said. Good morning, family. Yes. I got too many mouses. It says, yes. Oh, Lord. Yes, you said it right. Duplicate. That's the concept of direct marketing and companies, yes. And Fatima said she was graduating high school. My Lord. But it's not like that. That's my Lord. That was so... Auntie, just make sure you guys support Fatima Friday. She's on every Friday at 10 o'clock, 10 to 12. Definitely a vibe, definitely energy, and it's a party. Valid.
You know who else? Birthday's coming up. I think Sinead Sheik.
Is it sweet? We gotta get her on. We gotta get. Yeah. We're gonna build our morning interview time.
I seen she put on there how old she was turning, and I just don't believe it. Like she just looks so young. I don't care what nobody says. She just looks so super young, and I tell her all the time, like,
No violence.
You could lie and easily get away with it. Between her and Nafisa, I swear they just the ages that they are. It's like, dang, y'all are really blessed.
No. That's,
Dang, that made me soft.
and I low key want to ask you how old, but then I don't want to be rude, and then I don't put the business I do in the world. What is 750? Not they vampires. No, valid.
How many years did they wander in the
40.
Okay.
More than wandering?
Yeah.
Really?
For the shorter one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I think, ooh, let me go look. Hold on. Real quick. I feel like people listening to that,
Yo, if you guys have it, make sure you download the app Fire 716 Radio. That's where you're gonna get the music, the music, the vibe, the energy, and the information that's required. So that's where we at. Download the app Fire 716. It's a free app. In about 2 weeks or so, we will be app only. You'll start seeing some advertisements shortly about that and getting those things together as well. So we're going to a place, y'all. It's gonna be crazy, but I don't know why. I just feel like it's about to work.
it has no choice.
Come on. Don't start none, won't be none. Don't start none, don't be none.
Is same time in the woods.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I tried to tell you. I was very shocked. I was shocked. Man.
They be like, Frank, you look like you 45, 50. I know. Try to give me a little young cut. Try to bounce back a few years, okay?
When I was younger, I did some stupid stuff. So I was a practice dancer, right? We was doing chairs to this country song, and I'm not even joking. It was like legit. And I was standing outside of the mall. I wasn't supposed to be doing this, but I was panhandling. And I was like, if y'all guess my age right, you get this bracelet. If you guess wrong, you got to put money in the box. And I knew nobody was going to get it right.
Yeah.
I looked way older than I was. And people was like, yeah, you're 22, you're 28. I was literally like 13, 14. That was way off.
Not panhandling. Listen, somebody asked me a question recently, and it was just like, she was like, how can people just beg for money? I said, if it's lucrative, baby, I'm begging, baby. Like real life. Because people like, not saying that you was out here. I'm not, but like,
now that I know how much some of them make,
it's crazy. I want to panhandle looking good. I just don't want to be like bummy. Oh, I lost a fake leg panhandling. I want to be like, yo, I look good, but I need some help. I'm struggling. Can you give me?
Like, I got money for you.
But you got to do something, little man. What is happening? Is this prostitution? What's happening? What's that? You're strutting too good. Like that's crazy. That's wild.
But no, I definitely agree. Like because I seen the one story, the dude was a millionaire. Like he would literally go out on the corner.
Yeah.
Shake his cup, do all these different things. He would be there, but he would be there like a 12-hour shift.
Right.
And then like he said he was making like a couple $1,000s a day doing that. And like was getting into his Cadillac and driving to his house.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, you know.
Good morning, you guys who are just tapping in. Welcome to Behind the Scenes of Fire 716 Radio. We'll be back with the question of the day in about a minute and 30 seconds. We'll get into that. Now, the question of the day needs to be remembered. Okay. What's my name, Frank? I'm trying to do a thing, and I'm just not. You are still here, so sick of love songs. Tell me why. So often with wishing you were still here. Said I'm so sick of love songs. Oh, here I go. I want to do karaoke.
Yeah.
people be mad at these folks because they didn't think of it first, because I text in riddles and empty spots, so I understand.
No, listen. Okay.
No,
That's got to be a topic of discussion. Okay.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. Before we get into the question of the day, because clearly somebody feels some type of way about text messaging. So before we get into the question of the day, go ahead and express yourself.
So, okay. I was literally texting somebody, this guy, and this, like, not saying that women don't have, communication or texting skills or just knowing how to spell things. But he spelled edibles completely wrong. Bored, like I'm bored.
Yeah. Bored.
With the A. And I was just thinking to myself, like, oh my God, I'm gonna be single forever. Like, I can't do this. I can't like, it just with autocorrect and then like being 30 years old, the person I was talking to, like, there's no reason you should still be spelling bored, BOARD, for I'm bored.
I don't do that. Okay, this is I don't proofread. But even when I proofread, I insert what's missing because I know what it's supposed to say.
Yeah.
Therefore, I miss words quite often. And it'd be like, my wife told me, just voice memo me, because trying to figure out what you're talking about ain't working. And and then I be talk texting like I'm been in the wilderness a couple years twice. And she's like, "Babe, you too old." Kiara Agee told me that too. She was like, you too old to be talk texting. And then I mumble and I do these things. And so the talk texting just be like, I just trust that it got me. And it don't be having me.
Yeah, man. It pretends like it has people. It does. It really does pretend like it has people. And in reality, that is not the case.
No, like, I mean, it's really bad. And I know it's bad. Somebody didn't reply back to me because they didn't know what I said. They were just like,
yeah, because, and I will say this. Okay, so another situation happened. I'm single, just so everybody knows I'm single, so there's going to be a lot of different conversations.
Yes.
So this other guy messaged me on Instagram. Like, I get messages from people all the time on all different platforms.
Yeah.
But I was actually going through them for once.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, at some point, this is going to get out of control, and I'm not going to be able to just go through them all. So this guy messaged me, and I promise you, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I mean, it was just nothing made sense to the end that was like, but I still want to love you. That's all I got out of it. And I was just like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Ain't nothing like a dyslexic love letter. Like just I
was like about to pop a button.
No, valid. And like I told you, and they're like, you didn't reread it. Actually, I did. But when I did, I inserted what I believe was supposed to be there versus I really want to pull up messages. I know. I know. Yeah. Somebody asked me, "Hey Frank, where was the yellow tape at? Where was the carpet tape at?" Okay, cool. I text back what I thought was, "Hey, look in the kids area. It's yellow tape over there." What they wrote, what it was, "What is yellow tape? Kids area? What?" And they didn't like, and because you didn't like reply back or say anything, I just said, "Oh, y'all got it." I just assume that people can get my riddles. Number two, I already talk in circles as a natural human being, but to talk in circles with missing words, my wife just be like, "Huh, huh." Look, I get it.
I mean, because at that point, it's just kind of like, I don't know where this is.
Yeah. So just for those of you who don't have proper, I'm not gonna say you can't read. I'm not gonna say you can't type. Take your time, send a voice memo, reread it, read what you see, not what you thought you wrote. That'd be the problem.
You know what? And if someone corrects you, right? Like if you text me the same situation that I'm bored with the BOARD, and I text you back, "Oh, you're bored," and I correct how you spelled it,
don't come back.
Don't continue to use the word incorrectly.
Incorrectly.
Like, you just don't care.
Yeah. Listen, let's get into the question of the day. And the question of the day is, how does your circumstances
Yep.
affect my ability? So the question of the day is, how does your circumstances affect your belief in yourself? Let's get into it. Like how? Okay, I'll talk first. I'm not gonna talk first because,
she said,
voice. So no, let me help you out. If you're using voice memo if you're using the button on your phone to talk, the text to write it out, that's going to get you in trouble. The voice memo is actually a recording of your voice, where it's just like, hey, yo, what's up? Where you at? What you doing? How did you get there? Versus, where you at? That was the thing. So quick clarity for that. But how does your current situation affect your belief in yourself? I am one where we talk into the future a lot. Oh my God, is he a wizard? No. So exactly. So I would consider myself I'm a prophet. I hear God, and God sometimes just talking to a future of a thing. And sometimes the future of it and the sound of it sounds amazing, but a lot of times the moment doesn't look like what you're saying. Or I have an idea or a plan and it sounds great, it sounds amazing, it sounds multi-million-dollar, but it don't. God. I would love to say, I would love to say that my current circumstances don't affect my belief in myself. I feel like I'm hoping that things get better, but it makes me second guess if I can handle or if I can do what it is that I'm talking about doing. I'm selling the pitch, but I'm not hitting the ball. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
And I agree. I feel like for me now, it's a little different for me. I feel like when I was younger, I feel like my circumstances didn't affect the belief in myself.
Yeah.
Like I was just so headstrong that I was like, I'm gonna do whatever because I want to do it. Period.
Yeah.
And I made a way for myself, and I went through some things, but it was not saying it was by choice. Most of the stuff wasn't by choice, but it was like, okay, what do I do in this situation now? Yeah. But then through going through things and growing and stuff like that, it changed. It's like, my circumstances really did affect how I viewed myself and how I view my business and what I do. Even all the way up, to current. Yeah. It just really took constantly thinking about it, talking about it, crying about it, and hearing everybody give me feedback 100 times, and seeing other people, and I don't mean this in a shady way, but seeing other people's work to finally be like, okay, I am good enough, and you are good enough, and the circumstances that I'm in doesn't reflect at all. No, for sure. Now, when it comes to my appearance and different things like that, that's where I'm like, okay, because you don't ever. That's my. I'm gonna write a book, How to Live When You Broke, and people, what I'm saying, because there is a way to present yourself for sure, where you don't have to look like your circumstances.
No, valid, and I think that and you try to Troy, I think I'm just like, what are we talking about, Frank? Clearly, no valid. So no, all right. So I think that it all depends on where you are in life, because certain things that may have affected you. For example, a broken heart had me in depression and shut down, which because the broken heart has nothing to do with the business, but because of the fact I was so distraught, the circumstances affected how I executed other things, and it happens. But I guess the goal is like having to keep in mind the vision that you're trying to go. That's why he says write it down, make it plain, because when it does get hard, it does get rough, and it gets a little shaky. Lord, what you about to do? When the bills collectors get the call in, Lord, we no valid.
Matter of fact, you can turn the phone off.
Can't call no way. Valid. It's like, hey, my circumstances you don't want them to affect your belief in yourself, but it's like if I can't handle it, and then that's a whole other conversation too, because some things you're not supposed to handle, and certain things is like, hey, it's bigger than you. Just know that I got favor, and favor sounds good to be preaching in the church. Oh, you got the favor of God, favor, favor. I'm sorry, I'm a preacher. Those things, but they don't understand that sometimes the favor of God is the payment plan. It is the fact that yes, you are behind, but they're not gonna kick you out. The favor is like, yeah, you owe them money, but for some reason you still here. Like sometimes the favor is like anybody else, eviction notice 3 times over. Right. Like lights, gas should have been cut off. That's just the financial side of it. But sometimes it's just like, yo, honestly, you should have been gone.
And I think that is the biggest thing, because sometimes you don't think about those things, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like I said, now that I'm older and I can truly sit back and reflect
for sure
things, it's like 100%. I may not have had it. I may have been in these crazy situations, but the favor was the simple fact that I didn't get killed.
No, valid.
You know
no, for sure.
Like I'm still able to become who I need to be, and those are just stepping stones. And not everybody gets that.
No,
not everybody gets them second chances.
No, and don't talk about second chances,
you know what I'm saying?
No, and it's so true, because we need those. We need those second chances, and sometimes we don't identify it. We think, oh my God, it's so distraught. Oh, I'm in a rough place, and sometimes the rough place is no. I'm just creating you an opportunity to let me be number one, be God, but also to help you change how you handle things. Right. And we don't look at and I get it. Listen, when you in it,
the world is ending.
Listen, when you in it, the wall is caving in, the ceiling is descending.
Yes.
5016, Frank speaking.
It's all in how you handle things and how your mind is when things come up. It's all in how you handle things. That's what I was gonna say.
No, absolutely. No problem. Thank you, caller. No, for sure. And some things are designed, like I said, to get you to change how you handle. Thank you, caller, for calling in. How you handle things, and like I said, when you in it, you don't get it. And when you in it, you get frustrated. I thank God for this conversation just right now, okay? Because when you're in it, it's frustrating, it's overwhelming. It's like, dang, what's gonna happen next? Oh my goodness, killer fam. Catch me in the chinchilla all through the winter fam. Don't catch me slipping, killer. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Dipset. If you didn't know, I'm sorry.
Right. If you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. Valid. But these things is happening, and the truth of the matter is, listen. Number one, imagine the fact that you're still here, right? That you still have a grace period to rearrange how you execute things, and you can make things efficient going forward versus being overwhelmed. And this is where we mess up, because we overwhelm for the possibility of an outcome of what might happen.
Yes.
Like it's not even guaranteed that that's going to be the outcome. We just
overwhelmed that
this could happen.
Yep.
Like. Did I tell you I was kicking you out? No. But I'm assuming that it can happen, Did I tell you that I'm about to cut you in your throat? No. But you assuming that, oh my God, this is going to sever. And sometimes, this is crazy. The outcome doesn't have to be what you project. Right. But what you can do is you can talk yourself into believing what the outcome can be and make that outcome happen. Ain't that wild? Ain't that?
Now. See, you gotta have me start preaching, and I don't even preach. If God can speak things into existence, if what you say can affect everything around you, then yes, I truly believe that stuff. I actually believe deeper than that. Yeah. I believe that what you say, not just to yourself, but what you say, period.
Yeah.
What's in you is you. So if you are the type of person that's constantly negative and mean and rude, and you talk that way, you stuff like that's your spirit. That's who you are. That's the kind of person that is you're gonna attract negative in your body because you're speaking it.
For sure.
So absolutely. And I know that I have that. I had that habit of like being trying to be a perfectionist. Like if it's not this way, then it's wrong. It's not gonna work. It's not perfect. They're not gonna like it. And I think all of these things, but it's like, when somebody sees the work or whatever it is, it's just like, oh, this is amazing. They're not even thinking about the little details that I'm thinking about.
No, for sure.
Matter.
It don't.
And so
yeah. So Julia said, oh, I can't see it. There he is. Yeah, we're in trouble. I am constantly working on seeing myself as Christ does, believing who he said I am, that I am more than enough, more than qualified. His blood made me worthy. Sounds easy, but we all battle those self-doubt voices that whispers negativity. Every human hears things that are contrary to his word. Absolutely. I read that so slow.
That's all right though,
But
because honestly, I can't see from here.
Listen, for those who don't know, I have astigmatism, and they told me that I shut down my right eye. And don't ask me how you shut down the eye, but don't ask me. But they told me, they said, yeah, you shut down your right eye. I said, what do you mean? How do you shut? But I use my life primarily, so.
See, I can't see far away.
Got you. See, my eyes is a little different because this one I can't see far away. This one I can see close. It's like, my dad. Like I told you the story before. My dad we go to the same location. They gave him my glasses, and his world was never the same. He's like, something's wrong. I mean, you just can't see. Like, what's going on? Came back. They gave him my prescription. And oops, my bad. But valid. I think that but just back to the question that yes, we are called to do great things and do those things, but the moment sometimes we just don't understand it. Right. And we will work ourselves up, and we'll create so many scenarios of the negative outcome. And that causes more anxiety, depression, and frustration and aggravations versus having the conversation. Like I told you, one person told me, I still be running away from stuff. Just face the wind. Like the lady was, let me go ahead and tell my story. Okay, landlord owes some money. Mind your business. She was old. And I was just dodging the call because I didn't have any, I don't know where it's coming from. But she's ended up, long story short, we ended up using a program to help me take care of all of that. But she's just, friend, you just got to face the wind. You just got to face the wind. And as crazy as it sounds, you think the wind as blowing, well, I'm a preacher, but also just face the wind. Like you're having a conversation or talking to a bill collector or talking to those things, you may find out that there's alternatives or methods that's more manageable that you can handle versus you being anxious and overwhelmed with it and not knowing what could be there. Right. So the payment plan works and sometimes it don't, but I encourage you all, have conversations, tap in. Pastor Frank, you read it efficiently. Hey, thank you so very much. No, appreciate it. And listen, for those who are tapped in, do me a favor. Make sure you guys download the app, Fire 716 Radio. It is Niagara Falls' own radio station here in the city of Niagara Falls. The goal is to be a community hub with music, information. I'm looking to get into some grassroots programs to get on. I'm looking to get some health things. I'm really looking to do something crazy. But you got to download the app to be tapped in. And we also will be having financial giveaways. That's all I can tell you right now. What you mean? You got to download the app to find out what's going on. Fire 716 is a free app. But listen, we got some things happening, some things coming up. When we get back, you got to pay these bills. We got Tony, me and you right here on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Get it. That's just general. Just give me a moment to figure out where I'm going.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so I need to play a bill.
Customers are dying, but instead of pulling their products off shelves, they're using menthol flavors to attract and addict a new generation of smokers.
Well, what happened wasn't it smooth? And what happened was I kept trying to figure out how to transition to the next song because it was never. I was like, stop a song and play a song. If you just double click it,
It also be the
simplest things like
that's how I'm telling you. That's how I feel about the editing situation.
Yeah.
Editing in JPEG versus in RAW.
Yeah.
The quality difference is tremendously different. But if I had to just pay that one little attention, it wouldn't be like that. One little small thing. What is it? The pee under the mattress?
Mm-hmm. Number one, I heard the story. Number two, I just saw pee like urine under the mattress. I'm like, Dad, what's going on here? Like, wait. Who peeing in the mattress?
That's a wild.
That's great. Ain't that great?
But you know what though? My brother used to he slept walk Is that even? I don't know.
Sleepwalker. He was a sleepwalker.
Yes.
he sleepwalked. Yeah.
And the one time he thought he was walking to the bathroom, he walked to my grandma's fabric room and just started peeing all of them. So she was so upset.
I don't know if you guys can relate to this or not. Maybe I put myself out there. Probably shouldn't as a man of God. But ain't nothing like a bathroom dream that's not real. It's embarrassing. It's so for a period of my life, I got this behind the scenes information. I was living in my car. So I met this young lady. Last name was Gabo. So I use my little guy. Oh, you Gabo, and you real strong and whatever. Long story short, let me go ahead and tell the story. The story it gets wild, so just pay attention, okay? This is all behind the scenes. So long story short, you're talking and for you in your car, that's crazy. You can come stay in my house for a little bit. All right, cool. I'm on the couch. All right, but then I get there, then it's another man already here. Oh, what's happening here? Let's talk about this. Awkward. All right, yeah, but so they in the back for dangling, and he come out. You want to join? I'm good, but because he was a worldwide tour person. He was on. I'd say like that. But so Frank, where you going? So I'm on the couch. I go to sleep. Whatever. I have a dream. I'm going to the bathroom, but I never got up and never made it to the restroom. And her couch was saturated. There was a pee all on the couch. It was just terrible. And so I had to they was all asleep. So I wake up in the morning. I go to $50. I get some scrub bubbles and try to get it. Then left. Just left it.
At least you tried.
Yeah. Robert Wright, good morning. Yeah, listen, y'all don't. Yo.
I got you because I had not the pee situation.
Yeah.
But so I was staying also in a rough point in my life. I had just got the homeless shelter. I had ended up getting an apartment that I left for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Moved back 2 weeks later, and so I ended up being homeless again.
Mm-hmm.
And so I stayed with this girl I had met in the homeless shelter, and I knew she had some issues in the past, some drug problems or whatever. But she was clean. She'd been clean for a long time. Whatever. And I remember the one night I was coming back, I smoked weed and stuff like that. And she smoked weed, so I was coming back, and she's like, "Oh, I think she's high." Or she's like, "Shh, we're getting ready to go smoke." She got this dude that just came from prison, and I don't know who he is or nothing. And I'm like, "Oh, word! I'm about to go smoke. I'm about to come smoke with y'all." She's like, "No, we about to go smoke some meth." I was like, And then I packed my stuff up.
Listen, I tell somebody, listen, these stories we might be related because so those who don't know, I used to impersonate Medea. I did Medea for about 6 or 8 years, and so I did a show at Skateland in Buffalo, and I finished it. I was changing clothes in the bathroom, and he was like, "Yo, you want to go for another round?" I was like, "No, they got to pay me." But he didn't know you want to go for another round. I looked down, it was cocaine in the dollar. I said, "Oh no, no. I'm good, Doc. I'm all right. Oh, let me get out of here." The story.
I'm telling you, you know what is crazy too? Because you would think I have so many stories of people like try to offer me drugs. And
Yeah.
So like, don't that stuff cost y'all money? And y'all just over here like, hey, you want to party with me?
You want to party with me? All right. We coming back in about 35 seconds or so. But yeah, so that's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. Dude, on my life. My life is, I thank God, the favor of the Lord.
That favor for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
When we get back, y'all, we get into a few church mess. Church, I got a little church mess for you. I don't know, you might not know who this guy is, but I'm gonna talk about him.
Let me go try to look.
Yeah, but this is a good segue into that actually. So. We gotta be. Frank, be quiet. Say less. You gotta tell me but one time. Mm-hmm.
This is Jeremiah, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty. Was it this song? It was another song that he sings. I seen him in concert, and I had ended up getting sick when he was singing. Like he was doing his set. But he like threw out money in the crowd, and I missed it. It wasn't a humongous crowd. I definitely could have grabbed 20 or something. No, that's the only thing I remember of him. That and Ray Sherman being so short and little. They were some little people. They look. I'm not. They are literally little.
I'm so slow. I'm looking for headphones that don't exist because I never had them in the first place. We coming in and if you haven't, make sure you download the app, Fire 716 Radio. We are going app only by September. I'll say it like that. By September, it should be app only. And you don't want to miss that because that's going to come with some financial increase, gain, information, like giveaways. Like you thought giveaways? Watch me. DeAndre, I don't know who. Watch me. I had a conversation yesterday. Somebody was like, yo, I would just send you $250 just to play my music. That's payola. It's a crime. But thank you for the conversation.
Dang, what's the song from Dream Girls? When they was doing the whole payola operation? Who was it? Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. I'm so tired. You know what? This is the one thing I hate about glasses. Every single time I wear these joints, they just always so dirty.
Oh yeah.
And no matter what I do, it just never.
Understand.
Never like why? Why are there not self-cleaning glasses? You know, glasses. Self-cleaning glasses.
And wipers on them. You figure it out. Boop boop. Valid. Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever this may find you in the world or in the universe. Listen, there's a revival taking place in the city of Niagara Falls with Pastor Mabel Robinson happening through the 16th to the 18th here in the city of Niagara Falls. Make sure you guys just come and support. Located at 3019 Niagara Street, the city of Niagara Falls, New York. A Time of Renewal is the name of the revival. I know you've been praying, you've been talking to God, you've been tapped in. You're like, God, where am I going? What am I doing? What's the plan? What do you want from me? Come to the revival. That's this week. Like, we're not talking about like, oh, yeah, down the line. Like, come Wednesday, this week, and really come check out and see what the Lord is saying for this season. Let him guide your footsteps. Let him guide you. Give you some guidance. And some of you guys just need to unburden yourself from the stress of life. So that revival is taking place again here in the city of Niagara Falls, 3019 Niagara Street, with Pastor Mabel Robinson is going down. So we got a little bit of church mess for you all as well. That's why I have to get a church mess intro. I'm gonna figure it.
Yeah. Like, oh man, Bertha Dean said what? No, I can't use birthday because that's not that.
You called it. That was like, oh hey, Sally Mae. Yeah, you know,
Sally Mae.
You so no valid. We're gonna get together. I'm about to tell you, we're going to a place. So there's a guy, and the voice descends into a place. They call him Sweet Daddy Grace.
I'm sorry, Sweet Daddy Grace.
Ah!
I beg your pardon.
Yes. So, all right, there is a church organization, and they're like pastor or leader or whoever is like over it. They just call them, "Hey, Sweet Daddy Grace." So before I get here, let me tell you a story. So, I went to visit a church in Buffalo. And I was just looking, I was living borderline heathenish, but I just wanted to see what on the edge. I knew the Lord, but I was a little foul, but I was ministering, but I was like, so long story short is I go to this church to visit, and so it seems regular. These people on the wall, I'm like, oh, these must be their founders, these must be their pastors down the line, but they go to pray, and they go. Blessings, woman of God, I see you. Blessings. So they go to pray, and everybody like stand up, and everybody like in the the same synchronized step. They go to the altar and bow their knees and said, "Oh, Sweet Daddy Grace," and I was in the back of the church, and I said, "Who is this person?" I said, "Oh, I got to go." Listen. I'm so sorry, but when I tell you, I said, "Oh, this," I don't want to knock anybody's approach to God, but I said, "Oh, this ain't for me. Who is Sweet Daddy?"
Oh my God, the way I'm crying right now, I'm crying because of my makeup.
And unfortunately,
It was the
no. So
God, I pictured it, right? I pictured Sweet
Daddy
Daddy.
because like when I don't know if the person that was talking or what was happening was like the cursor to do this, but it was all up, and they all just like all at the same time. Oh, Sweet Daddy Grace. Now I don't want to be too disrespectful. Who is this pimp? Okay,
Yeah.
who? But unfortunately, this guy, he's a bigger guy. But I didn't put up the chronicle. He passed away. So, but like,
just thinking like, dang, if I was in that church, I would have been screaming at the top of my lungs. Oh my gosh. Well, R.I.P. him.
No, Val, Anthony, right? Thank you for tapping in. But no, like it was really crazy. It was really crazy, and I just and like, but but I think that the term or the it's a position. I don't think it's just like a person. Like this is Sweet Daddy Grace position. Like, hey, this is our pastor, Sweet Daddy Grace Johnson. Like, I don't know. I think for those who are on my TikTok, I'm sorry, I must go to view this thing. Yeah. So,
I mean,
rest in peace, Sweet Daddy Bailey. So, Sweet Daddy enough is but he's like y'all can't see the picture, but he's like your top. But I think Sweet Daddy is the position. Like it could be Sweet Daddy Hanley. Like yeah, but
that's uncomfortable. I'm sorry. That's just like not uncomfortable in a like a weird sexualized way, but just like it's just why am I calling you Sweet Daddy?
Yeah,
that's just interesting to call somebody. Now I do know people who do call God Daddy.
Yes. Now watch it. So
I personally, I'm not comfortable with that. That just
hey Daddy God.
Yeah.
And you know what? And to be honest with you, everybody's different because some people call God Bay as well, and people don't like that either.
Wow.
Like, hey God Bay, because it's like it's not having looking at you.
You know the meme with the white dude that be blinking his eyes? That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, he's like the presiding, preaching overseer or bishop, Sweet Daddy's role. Now, okay, Daddy God, I'm gonna say this. It all depends on where he finds you and what you need for him to be. For people who's like, oh, hey, Daddy God, not Sweet Daddy God. Hey, Big Daddy. Can you imagine going to the Lord in prayer? Hey, Big Daddy, I was just calling. That's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm cutting up. I'm cutting up.
That right there.
Hey, Big Daddy, I want to thank you for your grace. I don't know why I got to put that voice on when you say it because you just can't. Because you can't be like, yo, hey, Big Daddy. Like, hey, Big Daddy, I want to thank you for your grace and your mercy and let you know that I thank you, Big Daddy, for. I wish they wouldn't have. So, but people who call him like Daddy God oftentimes because there's been absence of a father. He's been that replacement for them, and I get that. And like people don't like to use the word bae either for God, like because we not getting intimate with God like that. Granted, but when you been in relationships and you need him to be that, like I need you to be my husband. I need you to be my connection. It's certain thing that you're not gonna do, but but so everybody's like little term is different. I think that to call an adult male, sweet baby, hey sweet baby, hey sweet baby guy. I'm sorry, I am cutting up. I'm doing above and beyond, but yeah, that was just crazy, and that's how I just so I'm assuming that the other guy, the church I went to, that his Grace was his last name. I'm assuming. So when they were like Sweet Daddy Grace, what? This was yeah. When I tell you, I got up and walked out. Now y'all probably like, what church is this? I'm not gonna tell y'all, but if you're from Buffalo and you see them lions, it's only three churches that got them big. But hey. The Lord deals with people in mysterious ways. Y'all said that, so
I can't be in those situations.
I can't be
because I promise you,
dang.
I'm going to laugh harder because I can't laugh.
Listen, and I was laughing by myself.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had a cousin or I gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go. So one time, church mess. This is still Frank. Church mess. So. Oh, I know you're talking about. All right, Robin, absolutely. So, going to church, I love God. So we go to funerals. Oh my God! Don't ask me. I love church. I love God funerals. But what ended up happening was. I'm sorry, y'all. Good morning. I'm so sorry. Good morning.
It's the lack of
No about it. So, my family. Yo, we got 20 minutes. I'm sorry. But so no valid. So what happened was we went to a funeral, one of my aunts, and relatives get together and the activities that are happening at the funeral,
man,
who's singing, who do we are in the back of the church trying to contain our laughter. I said, I can't sit here anymore. I can't. And then you're trying to be the man of God, trying to be respect. I can't sit here, but a few got out. And when I tell you it hit that back row, I said, we all going to hell. We all going down.
I have a story about that too. So me and my grandma, I'm sorry, grandma, put your business. Her birth father passed away. So we went to New Jersey, Newark.
Mm-hmm.
First time we went there, and Newark, if you've never been there, don't go. So we go to the funeral, and all these people like are coming up, talking to us and stuff like that. Like, I don't know anybody. She knows the people and stuff, but they're like shaking our hands, right? So this one guy comes up, and like we're in the front row. Body is 10 feet away?
Yeah.
And like this man just comes up and he shakes her hand so hard. Like I swear I heard a crack in my ear. And so I'm seeing my grandma's like rubbing her hands like, oh, how you doing? And so that kind of situation like that just made me want to bust out laughing.
That's crazy.
How crazy would that look? I'll bust out laughing and the body is right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't yeah.
Oh my god, y'all got me reading today. And yeah, listen, I'm gonna get to y'all comments. Just give me a second. Let me get to this song, rearrange something, and read your comments. We'll get back in the conversation. Listen, y'all, it's going down. That was a church mess. When we get back, Hot Topics is going down. Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in to Big Frank in the morning. I gotta pull the camera closer because your boy Frank, my good eyes can't see. Oh yeah.
16 through the 18th at 6 p.m. as we gather at 3019 Niagara Street in the city of Niagara Falls, New York. A time of renewal. Let Pastor Abel Robinson from New Life in Christ Jesus Ministries guide you on a journey of transformation. Come and experience the power of renewal as God touches your spirit, renews your mind.
Watch how this transition about to be.
On a righteous path. Join us August 16th through the 18th at 3019 Niagara Street in Niagara Falls, New York. At 6 p.m. Take a trip back into time and immerse yourself in the smoothest sound of the night.
Not going from Jesus, we love you, R&B. Hey. No problem. How we doing it? All right, I'm pulling the StreamYard up over here so I can look at it and see. So hey y'all, so those who are in the city of Niagara Falls and Buffalo, we definitely have an R&B brunch going down. And you don't got I'm stuttering. Give me a second.
You don't want to miss it.
Yes.
It's this Saturday from it starts at 11 and it's $25 for brunch with one mimosa, $40 for bottomless mimosas and brunch. And we're gonna be singing 90s songs.
90s R&B, yeah.
It's gonna be a good time. I'm actually gonna be taking just a couple pictures of everybody and then us having a good time. So yeah,
No valid for sure.
I'm excited. I'm trying to get in on this fried fish. Like she said, her uncle's frying a fish.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Some grits, some eggs.
Valid.
But she told me I can't drink because I'm gonna be working. Because I said bottomless mimosas.
So that's definitely going down. Listen, do me a favor. Even if you can't make it, feel free to just support. Buy a $25 ticket, man. We appreciate those donations. Will help pay bills. No, we're good. No, y'all tap in, support, buy a ticket, make it happen. I'm getting to where I got to get to because clearly I just can't see that far away.
I'm stuck on this. I just can't picture calling God daddy. I just feel like that's just so strange to me. You know what I mean?
Hey, Big Z.
Yeah.
Dear dad. Oh, y'all been talking too. Y'all got 42 comments over here. Jesus.
Oh wow.
What was I at with my bananas? All right, here we go. All right, guys. I'm gonna get to these comments, you guys. Wrote going back to Pastor Tyra. We go back a little further. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Now you want to join? I want to. Oh, thank you. I'm hiring somebody for that too. It's going down. So we went to Jeremiah concert and it was screaming that song. Got you. Blessings, greetings. Anthony Wright said, "Daddy." Pause. And then he said, Robin said, "I would have ran." Absolutely. LAO. And Tyra says, "OMG." And he said, "Hell knock it. Jesus is Lord." This mug. What? you hit. Oh, Jesus is Lord. In this mug. valid. Yeah. And Tyra said, "Who is Sweet Daddy?" Listen, okay. Sweet Daddy is the role. Sweet Daddy Grace.
So is there a sweet mommy?
It gotta be sugar sweeter than me. sweet mother bird. I don't know what it is. What's up with the sweet part? I don't know. Oh, because look at me making it make sense. Because the Lord is sweeter as the day goes by. Sweeter and sweeter. I don't know. I almost said, Father. For those who don't know this song, I almost sung a Pretty Ricky song. That's it. Sweet like honey. Yeah. Not appropriate for the Lord. Not at all. I don't know why they call him sweet. I don't know. Stop. Well, who said? Go ahead. What about the chocolate church down there on Niagara? I haven't walked in those doors. I haven't walked in those chocolate doors. I don't know. Little sketch. Not the chocolate church. Last time I seen it, it had a fence around it. I'm gonna have to inbox you a picture of the facility in a moment. Got you. And no calling him daddy. He clearly says he is your father. And Robin said, "I cannot sit next to my siblings at funerals." Oh yeah. I am. Nope.
See, for me, it's like for sure my brother, but it's more like First off, my grandma. Okay, as serious she is, she's a really funny person who cracks jokes all the time, and I laugh every time. So her and my best friend Nisha, my best friend, she can literally look at me, and we could have the exact same thought and just bust out laughing. Yeah. Can't see. Nope.
Yeah, we're about to get into some sizzling topics in a hot second. How hot? This hot. Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. You just heard a song by a person that came on. I think it was Single Ladies by Beyonce right here on Fire 716 Radio. Listen, if you have not, make sure you all download the Fire 716 Radio app. We will be going app only in probably about 2 or 3 weeks or so. I have an agenda to make sure that the app is doing well and getting those numbers in. And you'll be able to catch behind the scenes footage, not live in person, but later on down the line on our YouTube page. So make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. But listen, we got some mess. No, we did that already. We got some hot topics. So, Sweet Daddy, you came up again. Go ahead.
The guy who hit the chair off that lady head.
Yes.
He got arrested and charged.
Did he? Because he listened to me. He was in WWE.
I'm conflicted
Oh,
though.
for sure. Now, because they're gonna he got arrested on the spot. Period. So he was on his way to a place. There's going to be some casualties to this. We're going to get reviewing the video and those things, and
he did.
But if you market it right, listen to me, sir. I'm not gonna even I'm gonna go ahead and support the scam. Yeah. Go ahead, get your GoFundMe. Go ahead and get your stuff set up, and those proceeds was called Chairs Management. Because the chair is lit right now. The chair, if you smart, get your LLC, get your website, call The Chair. Okay, and it's all about supporting the Black cause. Listen, shh. I'm gonna be quiet. Okay.
This person on TikTok made car stickers in your window of a person, like a stick figure holding a chair. Like dad, a mom, a child.
Valid.
That's how
I want to
capitalize.
If okay, I want to talk. I want to say a thing, but I'm not because I want to win. I think that's like I was talking in 2 times, but I think that we should capitalize on this as well. Yes. What that looks like all the way, not all the way short, but we shall. But you'll see something somewhere. Definitely. Robin said, same thing. But you're gonna be conflicted because it's like, dag, like I'm conflicted because I get the defender. Right. Welcome to the weapon, my boy. But my boy was knocking him out the box. Yeah. He was. What kind? What kind? I said, man, she already got her neck twisted. I know. Listen, and I'm so sorry if, as a man of God or as a Christian, you're like, oh my God, why would you watch the video? And matter of fact, the young lady at church preached last night. I know my days is conflicted. She preached yesterday, and she tells the story how God is a defender. Guess what God had? A chair. A chair. He's like, when God comes through, with the chair, he's my chair. He's my warrior. He's my defender. He's my neck cracker. He's sweet daddy, knock her out. That sounded domestic. You lost me. No valid. So I think that and I feel like they're gonna analyze the video, and anybody whose face is recognizable or can do something, that they're gonna go for it. Not sure the full extent of what the consequences are for those who instigated and started the situation. What I'm amazed about, low key, about the situation is I rewatched some more videos. The audience of fake real security was like, well, we understand what's happening here. Yeah. Look at these people. Just look at them. But so I wonder how aggressive it's going to be, how intense it's going to be, and is this going to be like an ongoing? Everybody gets accused. Right. You like my Aqua Boy,
right? You get the whole Aquaman name or Aqua Boy name. Yeah, I feel like they gave him money and put him in a scholarship and all this stuff. I feel like the guy who had the chair, if we come together,
Oh,
And
valid.
we be like, no, he don't need to have it. Like
Mhm.
I will continue to say forever. Kyle Rittenhouse,
Mm-hmm.
he killed 3 people.
Yep.
And he ain't in prison. The guy, the Mexican dude that killed Trayvon
Mhm.
Martin, he walks around very freely. He
Freely.
actually does some real foul stuff too.
Yeah.
He be signing bags of Skittles and like that's foul.
Oh, valid for sure.
But the fact is, right now we got somebody that's kind of in a situation where it's like,
And it was
right, but at
but
the same time,
it's a plastic chair.
chauffeur, yeah, like and on top of that, so this is also a hot
Mhm.
topic. 3 other fights I've seen recently, videos, all black people, all of them bringing out chairs.
Yeah.
Like it's become a revolution. The chair.
Listen, yo, when I tell you,
you gotta sit down, stand up.
yeah, you got. That's it. Listen, the block is about to buy back gun program, give out chairs. Like, could you imagine being approached at the corner store? Give me your money. Give me your money. No, man, I got this chair, blood. Just.
Please don't. I gotta go up my
If you down to do skits, let me know. I'll it's about to be crazy.
They need bulletproof chairs.
Come,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
Bulletproof chairs. Because now it's a real weapon. You can protect yourself. You can swing with that thing.
I want a.
Put some spikes.
Come on out. You know how they had earth, wind, fire. I want lazy boy, folding chair, picnic. Valid. It's going down. Yep, it's happening. Listen, y'all. There's so much more information. Our time is just 4 minutes away. We should have came on proper. Listen, if you guys make sure you guys download the app. It's very important that you download the app to be able to get this conversation, this dialogue, and this energy consistently. And listen, I'm getting ready to add more shows to the radio station as well, so you don't want to miss it. Shows that are already here are here. Do I want to deal with my boy Neo today?
Wait, I was about to sing the song, and I don't know.
So yes. Neo, I commend him for his stance. It is what it is. Your opinion. Go ahead. Go for that. But somebody posted a video and made him like kind of like as if he was iconic. He got music, but you're domestic. I'm just you know.
Yeah, it's Neo.
Yeah. Like not like, oh my God, he's pine.
Neo.
Yeah. He's Neo, yo. So I think that when it comes down to the community, this is my only plight that I'll say. Respect. We can respect your opinion. Also, just respect ours, and let us agree to disagree or whatever we find, and just go in peace. That I don't have to fight you to convince you to make a thing happen. That's my biggest thing for that.
Yeah. I mean, with Neo, this has nothing to do, and I don't even know if this will add value, but Neo, he pissed me off.
He said like he came down the street. It was what happened.
He is the first person that truly catfished me. Like,
oh yeah, oh valid.
Hat off. You like 10-gallon hat. Take the hat off. The head's actually 10 gallons.
yeah, no valid. That's definitely was like, who's you now? Like,
right?
Well, how did you get here? Robin said,
keep your hat on.
Let me read it, Robin, because it's closer now. Oh, she talked about the aqua guy. He was swinging the chair. He was swinging that chair, LOL. But can we talk about the dude who hopped off the boat and swam to jump into the fight? Listen to me.
Oh man!
If you not gonna swim for me,
yes.
If you do you not know how much energy it takes? Number one, to jump into a water. I don't know how deep this thing is. I don't know how, but in the South, alligator crocodiles in the Nile. But they don't understand that to exert energy to get there is all. For those who don't know, I was on the swim team. Okay, I can swim and I can dive. Okay.
But black people don't
swim valid. But this, my guy, exerted energy. I don't know why the water sound like that. Like he was swimming with a purpose because it wasn't even that close of a distance. Valid.
I don't even think he took a break.
He didn't. And hopped out the water, took the shoes off, and was ready to.
That was probably the crazy. That was besides the chair. Nah, there was just so many crazy things that happened. Because when the hat went up, that took me out immediately.
Oh, valid.
Okay, because I was like, nah, he took his hat up.
and tried his best.
Yeah.
Somebody preached it yesterday. He's like, sometimes you just got to be alone. I said, dang, just got to jump first, then God shows up. But he's showing up. But no, valid. The hat toss is crazy. Then it was just so many different angles and views. Yeah. And then it was crazy for me. Like, I think the ladies was coming to like break it up at first and end up fighting. Yeah. I think they was coming for the old. And let me go ahead and say this. The old Cadillac men, hear me. Y'all don't understand. Grandpa, Uncle Joe, with the crocodile, they was coming either for an event together to have relaxed, smooth jazz music, but whatever this trigger was, they was like, oh yeah, baby, we back now. I think they was, oh yeah, all the time I was sitting there waiting for King Malcolm. Here we go. Like here's my 48. Here's my 48 and my mule, right? And they was throwing them blow. They was working it out, and I think the young ladies was coming to get Granddad and them like, oh y'all calm down. But then that switch, it was like, oh, we nugging. I think
one of the black lady tried to break up the two guys.
Right.
There were three guys, the two white guys and the black dude. And then the white lady came over and punched her in the back of the head.
And that was
and then they just started fighting again.
Yeah. Actually, what you said is he definitely had youth on his side. No, valid for sure. But listen, y'all, I'm just saying, we are better together. Yeah, that was the situation, and I pray that it's not so overwhelming with police and those things. I understand that certain things come with smoke, and it's a smoky situation. But listen, y'all, it was good. It was good. It was actually a good show today. Yeah. That was rather good. So make sure you guys tune in with us on Wednesday. We'll be back starting at 8. I almost said 10. I don't know why. At 8 a.m. If you haven't, make sure you guys download the app Fire 716. It's a blend of R&B right now. There's just some content on the app that you're just gonna get that you're not gonna get on Facebook or YouTube. The goal for me, honestly, is really to promote the app because I want to be a hub of information, great music, but not just mess, not just the foul things, but the totality of business, health, wealth. What's available, what's in our region, in our area, with the blend of good quality music. Unfortunately, y'all, it won't be all Jesus, my help. It might be like, go on, girls, tell me what you're working with. Yeah, it's a blend. It's a community radio station, so it's a variety of things. But the content, the conversation in between the music is going to be the things that's going to change your life, and also be prepared for giveaways winning up to $250, $500 in cash and prizes. Like, I'm really going to a place. Frank, how you getting it? Don't watch me, watch God. But download the app, though. Okay, download the app. Anything you want to release to the people before we get up out of here?
Oh, I said, like a surprise. Oh my God, the show is. Can we no.
Say it. Can't say it.
Let's think before we speak.
Yes.
Because Sweet Daddy God is just not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? Think about these things. Yeah. I'm pulling a Kevin.
Yeah.
That was my kind of word.
Valley, y'all. It's going down, y'all. Fire 716, Big Freaking Morning. Stay tuned in. Make sure you download the app. We holler at y'all. Peace, love, and soul, baby. We out.